you've never used Claude before, you should definitely start here. Claude is an AI program that helps you create landing pages, interactive quizzes, calculators, learning materials, computer programs, and much, much more. And I've spent the last year and a half building artifacts with Claude, and I'll spend this video teaching you how to do the same. So let's get started. For this lesson, you will learn how to build your very first artifact. This class is for beginners, but even if you're a pro, you may be able to learn something as well. You'll learn 3 tips to work smarter with Claude and to help you with your prompting and how to save your artifact. 3 tips that we want to learn first before we get started, and this will help you work smarter with Claude. First one is, when building artifacts, if you choose to have a standalone file, meaning you don't want to pay any more for artificial intelligence, you want this file to work wherever you are, whatever device it's on, you want to double click on it and it opens and it works. You need to tell it to output as a standalone HTML file. That's exactly what you would put into your prompt. A standalone HTML file, of course, HTML is a file type. Standalone means it stands alone. It doesn't need anything outside of itself to run. So it doesn't need the internet. It doesn't need the cloud. It doesn't have to be connected. You can have no internet connection and it's still going to work. These are the artifacts that we'll be building today. This guy right here, Mr. Sir Timothy John Berners-Lee, is the inventor of the World Wide Web. Now, it seems like the web or the internet has been around for a long time, but it's really not. Berners-Lee proposed an information management system on March the 12th of 1989. Another thing that he did when he proposed this system is he also developed HTML. Now, HTML is the language or application that communicates with the internet and brings up a web page. That's the design of them. Anytime you have a web browser, it works. The advantage and benefit of using this file type is the fact that it works on any device. And that's where the goal lies. The second tip is do not build without permission. Now, who wants to tell Claude, get my permission before you build an artifact? The reason we want to do that is for a few reasons. Now, the less Claude builds, meaning if I give it a prompt and it's building me a calculator, and I know automatically that this is not even what I meant, like this is not what I wanted to build, instead of waiting there and allowing it to finish, you can press the button to make it stop. But it's even better if you just tell it, hey, don't build without me. Give my permission before you build, because every time Claude is running, it's using up energy to gain access to these powerful AI computers. You're using water, which is our natural resource. It's using tokens, which equals money. For every Claude session, you have so many tokens you can use, and then it knocks you out for a few hours before it allows you to use the program again based on which license you have, if you have the free version or the pro version or things of that nature. The more time Claude writes or tries to build an artifact and you know it's wrong, the more tokens and money you'll be spending. And again, the next thing, since time is money, you'll be losing time as well. So we want to build efficiently and also to conserve our digital footprint. So there's several reasons why you want to build in the most efficient manner possible. And that's why you'll tell it, hey, don't build without me. Get my permission before you build. We're a team. And that's what we're going to tell them with our program. The last tip is tell Claude how to name files. Hello, my name is. You want to direct Claude to name your files based on the naming scheme that you want. Maybe I want to tell it to document each artifact that you build with the time and date step and the name of that artifact. You want to be able to visually identify which one worked correctly, or maybe which was your earlier version, and just keep up with those version histories. So naming your files correctly is really going to help with that in the long run. Now, again, files and artifacts that we're building will open in a browser. They may open in Firefox, Chrome, you may have Opera, Edge, whatever browser you use. But you can use basically whichever browser you want. you're going to get a few of the extra features in Opera and in Chrome, Edge as well. But Firefox and Safari, they aren't introducing some of the newer features that come with the browser update. So let's get started. This is a new chat window. If you click here, you can view all your chats. You will add a chat by clicking on that plus sign when you log in. For this example, the only other tab we're really going to look at is your settings. So if you click down here, that's your profile. And I'm going to right click and open in a new tab to take a look at these settings here. Has my profile name and all of that, but we want to go down to usage. You can see I have the max 5X plan. I do spend $100 a month, but that's because I'm building or in it almost daily. And I feel that's just what suits my needs. But I think you definitely may want to start at a lower tier and then just work your way up from there. The plan usage limit, when I start building, and it'll start when a message is sent, you'll see this percentage move and be used. I have my current session, which will allow me to build for however long until my tokens run out. I have my weekly limits. There's a limit for the week. You can see mine resets Thursday at 11 o'clock a.m. I've used 63%. This Sun only is more limited than all models, and those are the different models within Claude that you can use. Another thing, we always want to look at privacy no matter what you use or what service you're creating an account with. Take a look at this privacy information, how they protect your data and how they use your data. You have your privacy settings. I can always go back and export everything that I put into Claude. If I share in chats, I can control that. If Claude remembers my chats, I can control that. My location, and also this help improve Claude feature. I don't really want to help improve it. I don't want to use my information that I'm inputting there for its language models. So I'm keeping that out. And we'll go back to our chat screen here. Close that. We've come to the end of part one. We discussed and covered such a lot of information in this video. I needed to really break it down into two parts. This first one is really for beginners. So if you've never used Claude before, I hope this gave you some insights, the navigation, and how you actually move around. And in part two, we'll build our artifact. Make sure you tune in for that video because I'll be sharing how you can download the final artifact and what we actually build, which is our morning news feed. You can go back in and tailor that to whatever your personal industry is or interests are. Make sure you check the comments or the description for a link on some free resources. This is Clea with Train Me for Tech and Dare to Care Computers. Until next time.